Well, there was a time where people were buying tickets here at the old Greyhound Bus Station all the time to travel around the country. And pretty soon, people will be buying tickets here once again, but not for travel, for music. Christopher Kushna has been teaching piano lessons on Court Street across from the old Greyhound Bus Station for the past 2 years. He's been craving an arts district in Old Town and says a new concert venue is a huge step in that direction.
You know, we have the pavilion, and the pavilion brings in some exciting acts already, but here's an opportunity to have things coming year-round. Restaurants and stores are equally as jazzed. They say concerts are a good reason to pay the tolls to come over here.
More people attract more people, and more money uplifts the city and the neighborhood.
The Greyhound Bus Station opened in 1960 and has since served as an art studio, military museum, and office space. The plan is to now turn it into a 500-seat music venue, complete with an outdoor courtyard.
Yeah, we're going to bring rising national acts that are currently too small to play the large public arenas, and we're going to bring some older acts that used to play those arenas that have a smaller fan base now. And in addition, we're going to work really hard to foster our great local talent.
Judd Mendelson and his team plan to honor the bus station's tradition by calling the venue the Greyhound.
We think we fit into Portsmouth's plan to revitalize the Old Town downtown corridor.
The new Greyhound music venue still has to be approved by City Council, which should take place in the next couple months, and then they hope to have their grand opening by next summer. In Portsmouth, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.